Hello, hello. Thank you for checking in. Great to see everybody. It's Wednesday, Humpless Day. Live here, live with Lorielle, new, and I am live on Google Hangouts and YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, there is a lag of about a minute. Hello, Wing Doggy and Philip Chandler on YouTube. And Sam and St. Clinton, woohoo! And everybody. Let me say hello everybody to everybody else on Google. There's YouTube starting. That's how long the lag is. Laura Starr and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and T-Sis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairy Lover and Lucky Girl and Azure Yusuf and the Cram and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Fairy Lover and Lucky Girl and Joe Barney and N1QOB and John McCain and Red Stafler and Bill Knaus and Scott Kimmis and Jesus. Let me make sure I didn't forget anyone. Hello. Hello. How's your job going, Angie Jonas? No, they're not. They're not there. David Jones. Google Effects, where? They're not there. They used to be on my right. And now they're not anywhere. No, David Jones, I am moving the keyboard. The problem is not between the keyboard and the computer. They're not there. They're not there. They're gone. I want to... I am moving to the left, to my, okay, the left of the screen. So over here. There's no... My left. They're not on either side. They used to be there. Where did they go? They disappeared. All right. Does anyone know where my Google Effects went? They're gone for like several days now. There's no... No, I don't. No. No, this is just... This is facial hair. I see what you're talking about, Allura. You have to add them. I see facial hair. I know. It was a screen. It was like picture enhancement. All this is headwear and eyewear and facial hair. I see chat. The Google Effects is, yeah, I have all that there, Laura. But that's just hats and mustaches. Shockers link by the 3 dots. What 3 dots? Oh, add an app? What? Where is it? No, I don't want silly hats and more. It was just, I don't want silly hats and more. Hey, Philip and Wing Doggy. No, it used to be right on the screen. It would be enhanced. There was an enhance button that made the picture better. Does anyone know where that went? It was a picture enhancement button. It's gone now. All right, if anyone finds it and is able to communicate it to me, let me know, because I would appreciate that, because I can't find it. Yeah, I went to the 3 dots, Wing Doggy, and I went to Google Effects, but that's hats and mustaches. I don't want a hat and a mustache. I wanted the picture enhancement. It made it look like a TV screen. It gave a nice crisp, made the picture really crisp. Took off some of the glare. So if anyone figures out what I'm talking about, it was screen enhancement. So yeah. Anyhow, so how is everybody doing? It's humpless day. There is no humps to be had today. Humpless Wednesday. Linda's just trying to get her laptop working. So how is everybody doing today? Good to see you all. And a big shout out, welcome from me and the internet to the Pope. I really like this Pope. So he's the first Pope in a long time that seems to be really saying, when you say, what would Jesus do? This guy's actually kind of saying that. He's trying to really say that. So good for you, Pope. Not that I'm Catholic or anything, but a lot of people are. So there. David Jones says, tech chat with L'Oreal makes you wish you were talking to Bangladesh. Ah! Ah! And Sturgis Guy says, every sperm is sacred. That's why he keeps all of his in a jar in the refrigerator. Not letting any of those go. No! That's not milk! Oh, was it good, Laura? I've been. Oh, oh, Okay, I have news regarding my. I spoke to the detective today. Excuse me. I spoke to the detective today regarding my assault in Dallas, and some extra information about my assailant, the criminal, the bad guy. The reason he was downtown that morning, he had an appointment to see his parole officer in the morning. So he saw his parole officer and then went directly to the aquarium looking for people to assault and mug. How's that for, yeah, recidivism? How's that for, yeah. I don't think the parole thing is working for this guy. Directly from meeting with the parole officer and checking in and telling him what a good job he's doing to assaulting and mugging people. And the police, I talked to the detective and he said he had watched, they had gotten the videotape from the aquarium. And so he watched the whole thing and he saw the videotape and you can see the guy had been there for a while. Walking up and down this little path on his phone, like walking on the front, or not really on his phone, but just kind of like waiting for somebody. Waiting for somebody, waiting for the right time when somebody was walking in and there was nobody around. And so he was there for a while, and then you see me walk up, and you see the guy walk by, and you see the guy hit me, and the guy on the camera, they see him hit me, and then when he hits me, he actually fell on top of me from the momentum, which I did not know about because I was unconscious. So I came to, and he was already standing up trying to pull my bag. So. But yeah, this was on the actual premises of the aquarium, not like the parking lot or anything. The actual aquarium property. Well, I don't know about that, wing doggy. But yeah, so he's. Though I had written a Facebook note to the Dallas World Aquarium saying, hey, last week actually, because I assumed that they saw the news story. Since it's about them, and the police were there, and the reporter were there. They knew what happened the day it happened. So I assumed that they would have seen the story too. And so I sent a message saying, hey, after a few days, I was like, hey, I'm really surprised that nobody from Dallas World Aquarium reached out to me since I was violently assaulted on your property. And it took just until today. So it took like, I don't know, like 5 days. They finally wrote back and said, oh, we didn't know your name or how to get in touch with you. Though I've tweeted them and Facebooked them all week. So I don't know. But that's all they said. We didn't know your name, and we complied with the police and turned over the videotapes. That's it. That's all they said. So, but it might take a long time before this guy gets up to actual trial. I'm not sure how quickly that goes. But I had a really scary incident yesterday, and I might have some post-traumatic stress. Yesterday around 7-ish, maybe like 6:37-ish, a car like comes racing into the parking lot and pulls in, taking up 2 spaces, and there's a guy in there, and he has both doors open and the windows down, so you can see in, and I'm looking out my window, and I can see it's starting to get dusk. So, and I have 2 windows, a bedroom window and here window, and I'm looking in both of them at different times. But he's got something really long, and he's like banging, like just is going on for like 5 minutes, like banging, like he's trying to take something apart. There's something really long, and he gets out and he's walking around the car. And he's all like wobbly, like he's on something, and he's like putting like hand sanitizer all over his hand, like the whole bottle, and like, and then he's going in and he's on the ground, like under the car, like this, and then he goes around the other side, and it's like he's trying to hide something or jam something up under the seats. And then I see him. I go in the other room, in the bedroom, and I stand on the bed so I can have a better view, and I see he's got something down the middle from the front, like down the middle console that into the back, and it looks like he has a shotgun. And I see it from this window, and I check the other window, and then I'm shaking. I'm completely shaking because I don't have a clear view, but it looks like I'm seeing this guy with a shotgun, and he's acting all weird and sketchy, and he's like washing his hand, and he's trying to break it up or get under the car, and I start freaking out. So I call 911, and I said that I tell him that I think there might be a guy here with a gun, and that I'm very, very scared. So naturally the cops all come, you know, several cars, guns, freeze to this guy. You know, the cops have a gun on him. They're like, freeze, you know, hands up. The guy is really casual. He's just sitting there smoking like really like he's not even phased. And I'm like, and they search the car, they pop the trunk. I'm watching out the window. I'm expecting them to find a body in the trunk. I'm terrified. And well, there was nothing. It may have been just a baseball bat. And I'm completely embarrassed. And I'm terrified all night long because I am positive I saw a shotgun. But the cops searched the car and they said there's no shotgun. So, am I going crazy? And I'm freaked out. I'm like, what is there? Could there be a secret hiding spot? Could he have like put it somewhere where you didn't see it? Because I'm positive I saw a shotgun. You know how the end is wooden and it's wider, and so then they were all like apologizing to this guy who still seemed kind of like drunk or something. And he was very casual the whole time. He's like, and they had him in cuffs, and he's like, no worries, dude. And I'm like, this is the weirdest thing. I felt really embarrassed. But I was positive, and you know, I'm behind a theater. There's been people, you know, shootings at theaters. So living behind a movie theater, I've been paranoid that somebody's going to come and like start, you know, shooting up the theater. So, and this says, I think you had a good reason. Well, so this guy said you did the right thing. And but now I feel embarrassed, and I feel a little crazy, and I'm like, oh my God, do I have post-traumatic stress syndrome? Am I like seeing like, am I seeing things, or was there really a gun there? I don't know. I'm totally freaked out. I'm not like a dramatic person. So, I don't know. And then, for the rest of the night, I was totally terrified that the guy really did have a gun, but he had it hidden and they didn't find it, and that he was going to come back. Because now he knows exactly, because obviously it was me who called it, because I'm right there, it's my house, and so then I was like, okay, what is this guy's going to come back? He's going to shoot up my house or something. So this guy says, my advice is to start drinking heavily. So I'm freaked out! David Jones says, paranoids have enemies too. So that was, and I was shaking all night long. So, do you think? What do you guys think? Did I overreact? David Jones says you need to stay with Sweetie for a few days. So I don't know. Do you think I overreacted? I'm gonna bet that the guy who they had guns drawn on and put in handcuffs, well, he might think that I overreacted. I'm gonna guess that maybe some of the cops who like raced over here, catch a guy with a gun, they might think I overreacted. You know, the guy was really acting very odd. I mean, he was doing something. What are you banging in your car? Like banging, like, and he's up in the front console, and he's like doing all this like stuff and business for like 5 minutes, like he's taking something apart and hiding things, and then going underneath, coming around the passenger side and opening the door and getting on the ground and like shoving something under the seat, like, and it's like I can see all this happening, and then he's in the car. When Doggy says call NBC, TMZ, ABC, and NBC, and CB, call all the networks and say what? Crazy ass post-traumatic blonde. He's jumping at loud noises now. I'm definitely having nightmares. A little bit of post-traumatic. I did catch the Kirk, yeah. In fact, when I talked to the detective today, I'm like, can I get my name on that collar? Can I get a piece of that? He was like, no. Anyhow, it is 5:45, 5:50 already, so I'm just about to sign off. But I want to thank you guys for coming to see me, because you're awesome. And I will be back tomorrow for Stupid Question Day. All right. Kisses for everybody. I love you. Bye. I love you all. Bye.